days of activism against violence against women. From 25th November to 10th December, the whole world acknowledged the contributions of women across the globe. But then reminding ourselves what more needs to be done in eliminating all forms of violence against women and girls. Yes, a lot of work has been done in making sure that there is justice, in making sure that men and women, boys and girls are treated equally. But we all know that there is still more to be done. We still know that there is abundant discrimination on women and girls, even in this school as I speak. So what can we do? What steps do we need to take? What strategies do we need in place to make sure that violence against women and girls end, especially in the Gambia, in our schools respectively?
A big one! A big one! Another one! Another bigger one! Education for both boys and girls is important. But why girls' education? The answer is simple. Girls have been left out for so many reasons. So that gap of leaving the girls out is what we want to fill. This is why we are more particular about girls' education. Girls, make your books your friends. Take your education serious. You go to the university, you see just small girls. Where will you be in the society when you have a graduate and you are just a grade 9 or a grade 12 school leaver? If it is looking for a job, where are you?
This year's 16 Days of Activism Against Violence Against Women theme is Leave No One Behind, End Violence Against Women and Girls. I think what that is telling us is we have to reach the people that we've never reached before. Two teams have gone across the length and breadth of the Gambia. Team A has gone through the southern bank of the country, while Team B went to the northern bank of the Gambia. And both teams have reached communities that the caravan over the years have not been to before. And that is telling us that information is reaching to the last person, to the last village of the Gambia. And during the course of the caravan, yes, we still have people who are sitting on the fence, we still have people who are resistant to change, but we have people who are saying that they want FGM to stop, especially women. This comes from women a lot, especially young women at their reproductive age, telling the teams that we want FGM to stop. We have seen and experienced the consequences of female genital mutilation and child marriage. So we, the women of the Gambia, we, the women of this particular community, for instance, are saying that we will not cut our children. It has to stop with us. And that is telling us that there is hope for the future, there is hope for the Gambia, and we will not relent, we will continue educating the people because we know information is power.
Bari nyanda kasi kenyo hakili bulandi ngakacha konsukuani bantam bilindi nyami
musula yinya kata tawoyi to ngandra nyam kaduna alfa foro wolle kake so intel bulta wala konda fo na bula bila so nayan tatago fona nyanta ko ka karanal minka nungan ko karanta nyanta islamo ni bubela islamo galande nyamen natra ko asbono so islamo nyanta kawoyi tan namni bono fona islamo kan nyanta kawoyi minka
kan ton min jalorin tan to be mu nyaka di walati bari bi ni aje nyaka di mo ba Gambia muru na ba dunia muru na ko fele ka ko le ba na kacha nga nyoso hakilo la ni londo o de salon ko dalila ko la babulo ka ko ngandi ko samba nyaka do na suki wala tinna ta ko na mala dindin jamala ko na mate suki da atare ni ko fo man kafu lolu ko ha nyaka mu dino lati in dino le muslimo be ba kelale
I think the network against gender-based violence deemed it very necessary for the Ministry of Justice to participate in this sensitization. So the Ministry of Justice, being the state law office, should be sensitizing the people when it comes to these laws, because as the saying goes, ignorant of the law is not an excuse, so we don't want to leave no person behind. There were 2 acts that were done with regards to the child and then women's amendment. In the women's amendment, which was done in 2015, has some new insertions, which is section 32A, to include FGM or FGMC. So section 32A has a provision that talks about prohibition, and that includes any person who commits this particular offense, which is the FGM or FGMC, is liable upon conviction to a term of 3 years imprisonment or to a fine of $50,000. The judge can give the sentence and a fine of the $50,000 depending on the gravity of the offense. If female cutting is done to a child which leads to death, that particular person can be given life imprisonment. So with regards to someone who has a knowledge that this particular action is about to be done on a particular child or has been committed and fails to report, will equally be punished by the law. So those people with the knowledge that these things are happening should equally report to the nearest police station or to the state law office.
Because abata in difficult wala na fa hande ba ma fa dinga sunkudi no babulu anyanta ka samba bari birin da bata men gelen ta ka ne ko hani ma samba because nte toro men gelen nte ketu te buli jele fa man kala no mbalo elo siata mbala da fa lo gun fule osin nte be jem man kende yam ando hanin ba ma fa ngolonni ata fa na de o ko wata rambata ba ta gira ando nga be fa so wala nan nti han kabira before janal kana ntanga mo ko biranga mo iko ha ninya ka to tate bono nya ka ko ya se bono because dolbe je to rabata yi nyimbe ko da ku mata nte feredi ninya ka to tamal ka fote nte ko le ya ko soto je ko le ya me yalan ko amu dinni wala nya ka to tati nte law dindi ya wato e kamo jamal samba dula kilomoto mo me yalan ko asmo keme nyonsi bani na tawo mo mol jube men yalon ko ka tariya kende yala o ka te kilin net yele bon fana ka siaji wala tinna mol ko ni nyaka tayebo bar dol fana na dalilo mu nyete ko nyaka ta na bota o fana mu dol fana problème ka te ko ka jele ko nindi ni wol tata nyaka to ila o nyaka to ta o lungo fangola e ka sutoli men ke je ko o ka tinna ko e ka tanka kamba ni wala nymanto rol ma nyon kono mandirol men ka fote ba sansa ni nata o tanka o kono mando ba ni ta ye cewo soto ni be dila cewola e katale fo yo muro mela folo yobo ni yobo yana te ye di cewola yalo be manto ra kole mbalti wala atinda sai ko nyaka to tayo ba sansa ndo de nte nda ha wulula ba nata ko ndebe wuluka nte ten din sambala nyaka to ka do ngajel manto ro men ba kon.
The caravan started in URR, that is Basse. We had a school outreach in St. George's Technical Upper and Senior Secondary School because we need to catch them young. In the school system, it is very important to educate the youngsters about the laws, about the health implication of FGMC, and also the health implications of teenage pregnancy and early marriage. And from URR, we went to have a community dialogue in Chamoy, that's a village in URR. We also use drama to send in important and very powerful message. We organized a football match, and the people of Dabong, everybody was at the football field. The essence there is to draw their attention, bring them on board through sport to send out the message on gender-based violence.
When it comes to the Children's Amendment, which was done in 2016, Section 24A is inserted in the new amendment, which talks about the prohibition of child marriage. So a child means any person who is below the age of 18. If one is found contracting such marriages, can be brought to book, and if found guilty, is given a sentence of, depending on the gravity of the offense, to a term of imprisonment from a year to 20 years.
Sunguru no le fana na futu juno fana akache mola problem molti me yalon ka akache kole ya kulete kadu sansa sunguru no le mamalo soto
Follow ke wulu nyale mire ka fa konte de ngana alfal malundi obe kala nyamol balati bar san sungutu noli bu kamalo soto ka fa konte mu dambe tiel to bukatin na imi fandi kamba ndole ye kono mandi wala katin na ko ika meni be karamboto ke futundu juna
sungutu na futu juna amanya nakake dini ndol bije kata karamundo ibuga si pro futu juna mai ke bandi karamundo ke samba futu ibikele school fan complete fan dol bije ni e futundi juna ni be wulu kan idol kata e katambile tiuntol idol diun ka balu dol bije diun ka faale dol bije fon ka fa
hande fa lafta kala nan be otmo be grade 11 lafta program bondi je katam futu nen ko enta to keno nde karanda kabrin grade 1 for grade 11 ndanga ta futu na karam wetinya kandun kyo ka fa ne ko be karana egi e be kana kareegi ni esike yedi ke wala rek hana to lokon si ida hargeta rek ida fele da karam ila karam filatinya ndako ko ntamanta oken sambe na karam complete la nimpareda nimfuru wato sitanga futu.
What we need to know is that a change of government doesn't mean there should be a change of law. So people should know that the lawmakers are the National Assembly, and once the law is passed at the National Assembly, it becomes law. So those are the only people who can either amend those laws or repeal it. So by virtue that the president is not here doesn't mean that the law is abolished or it isn't repealed or amended. So as it stands now, both the Children's Amendment and the Women's Amendment Act are still law in the Gambia.
We express our sincere gratitude and appreciation to the founder of the project, which is AmplifyChange, for ensuring that the Gambia becomes an FGM-free nation.